Hey, I got some exciting news for iPhone fans. Your iPhone 12 might kill you. No, I'm not kidding. Well, it's possible that it could, depending. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. Anyone remember the Note 7 days I unboxed that phone shirtless and I was much fatter? Here, take a look. It's time to unbox the Galaxy Note 7. Well, the Note 7 had a little bit of a problem. It exploded. The battery would swell and explode, and it would catch on fire, and they had to recall the Note 7. Too bad, though. It was actually a very nice phone. It was good all around for its time. But, yeah, that was a thing. And then you had Bendgate with the iPhone 6. Remember that? Where the aluminum they made it out of was too soft, and if you had it in your pocket and you kept pushing, you could bend your phone. It also had what was called touch disease, which I kind of think had something to do with the phone, where certain places in the phone it would stop working, and then the screen would get like distorted, and things happen, and sometimes these technologies have issues that no matter how much Apple is a $1 trillion corporation, they test it out. When the products they make go out in the wild, they find out there's other issues. Well, with the iPhone 12, they added something to it, which I actually really like. It's actually pretty cool. They added something called the MagSafe charger. Under the phone, it has a magnet in it, and you could hook up a wireless charger to it that just clicks onto the magnet. You could put wallets. It kind of opens up a whole new world for the iPhone, and it's also Apple saying, hey, guess what? We're getting rid of all the ports on our phones. I'm telling you, a portless iPhone is coming very soon, like possibly next year soon. Like Lightning is going away, which is probably why they stuck to Lightning for the iPhone 12. Well, due to the iPhone 12 having all of these magnets, if you have something like a pacemaker, it could possibly kill you and interfere with it. This is what CNN.com has to say. I'll read it to you, then we will discuss. An important heads up for iPhone owners: Apple is warning customers that its smartphones could interfere with medical devices, including pacemakers. In a notice published on Apple's support page Saturday, the company expanded upon previously issued safety information, warning users that iPhones contain magnets and radios that emit electromagnetic fields, both of which may interfere with medical devices such as implanted pacemakers and defibrillators. The Saturday notice specifically warns users about the magnets inside all 4 iPhone 12 models, as well as MagSafe accessories. Apple notes that the iPhone 12 versions contain more magnets than prior phone models, but it also said they don't pose a greater risk of magnetic interference with medical devices than earlier models, so why are they putting out this warning? It kind of sounds like damage control. Apple said in the update that medical devices can contain sensors that may react to magnets or radio waves that come in close proximity. The company recommends keeping iPhones and MagSafe chargers a safe distance away from medical devices, which it defines as more than 6 inches apart or 15 inches apart when wirelessly charging. You know what's interesting about this is it makes me wonder, like, what tech we have around us right now that might be killing us and we don't even realize it. Like, we already hear before this that what the antennas emit on our phones and the radiation that they could cause cancer. And it's debated back and forth, and we hear it's safe, then we hear it's not. And it's funny to think back in history how many different miracle technologies or minerals or whatever that we've found. Like, I always remember that the Victorian paint, the green paint that they used in the homes, like, that was a big thing during the Victorian era because the green paint was expensive. People would put that green paint on their walls and say, hey, check me out. I got money, man, because this paint's expensive. Well, those green paints actually contain arsenic, which is highly poisonous, which would kill you or at best make you extremely sick. And there's even stories of people having parrots in their home, and the parrot would drop dead because it would be near the paint on the walls. And what was funny is the companies that made that paint actually tried to sweep under the rug that the arsenic was poisonous that was in the paint. But then, government stepped in, and thankfully, and green paint no longer had arsenic in it. So, and you think to asbestos too, like asbestos. Now, granted, that's something naturally occurring in the earth, but we thought asbestos was a miracle. Okay, we put asbestos in everything because it was a fire retardant. It can't catch on fire. Like, if you're my age or a little bit younger, even when you went to a science lab, the tables would have asbestos mixed in. So if something, like if you were in a chemistry class and something caught on fire on the table, the table wouldn't actually burn because there's asbestos in it. Well, asbestos turns out that it's very toxic, and if fibers get in your lungs, you will get lung cancer called mesothelioma, and it's very bad for you, and it's very dangerous. So yeah, we learned that over time. And it's what my point being with all this, I know I'm kind of rambling here, but I am actually making a point, is that we learn things each year about the tech we use, the science we use, and things right now that we may consider safe, like our phones, we may see a weird history episode 50 years from now. We probably won't be here, but 50 years from now saying, hey, remember when everyone had those cell phones with those antennas in it? Well, they caused a lot of people to get cancer, and they had no idea they were walking around with something that was going to, seal their fate and kill them. This is how science and technology evolves, though. We learn from our mistakes, and we learn from our fatal mistakes. And yeah, if you have a pacemaker or some kind of device that the iPhone 12 could interfere with, just be careful. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Stay away from asbestos too. It's not good for you. Yeah. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.